Here's a show that I avoided for a very long time. I knew of its premise, and, well, I didn't even really want to watch it. I was finally forced to take the plunge from that weird raffle thing, and now here I am. I have to say, I'm surprised I enjoyed this show as much as I did. Despite this, there were a few flaws or irritations that held it back from being so good, though I believe most of it was derived from my own individual tastes as a viewer. With that in mind, here's my review of Himouto Umaru-Chan. Our story takes place with a character who's perfect in every single way. She's popular, smart, and extremely nice. Well, at least at school. When she gets home, she literally transforms, shrinks and everything, into a manga-loving, snack-eating, anime-watching otaku with a lazy attitude. Her name is Umaru, and she's the main focus of the entire plot. She's constantly bothering her brother Tahe, who by comparison is a much more grounded individual. The whole plot is mostly a slice of life where the two often butt heads due to their virtually different attitudes. There's also some other characters like the shy, adorable Abina, who is also known as Best Girl, and the mildly frightening Kirie-chan to round up the ensemble. Considering the plot, the entire anime relies on this main character to carry it. The question is, does it work? Well, that's both a yes and a no. The anime can be downright hilarious at times due to its outright insanity of the situations. For 80% of the time, Umaru is really fun to watch as she goes through each episode. Unfortunately, the problem for me is the other 20%. Predictably, there were times where the main character could be downright obnoxious. I get that that's the point, but regardless, there were times where I was seriously growing annoyed with Umaru's character. She could be downright cold-hearted and never really progresses as a character. From beginning to end, she remains a cruel, mildly heartless character, for better or for worse. This will affect each person differently. I know some people who can't watch this show due to her. I, however, still mostly enjoyed it in the end. The animation was, well, it was fine. It never truly blows your mind, and I can't really remember much of anything of serious note. That being said, it was still pretty solid. Everything was well animated, and they do a good job of portraying the emotions of the characters. Not to mention, the food in this anime is really, it's really good looking. Potato chips. What? This anime makes me hungry. The opening has the only animation of note, with its abundance of references and interesting styles. The soundtrack itself is actually pretty solid. The tracks within the show have an upbeat feel to them, and some of them even have some references to video games, which of course I enjoyed a lot. The ending is okay, the credits aren't that striking, but trust me, it is at least interesting, and I enjoyed the song itself. The opening, by comparison though, is really catchy. Seriously, I was listening to this well before I was even watching the show. It always brought a smile to my face, and trust me, I never, ever skipped that intro. It was just way too good. So in the end, Himouto Umaru-Chan is a solid anime. Even with its main character being mildly frustrating at times, I still really enjoyed the humor. The situations, and of course the soundtrack were also good as well. Though it could have been a bit more striking visually, or a little less irritating, I still enjoyed the show overall. I'd give it about a 7.5 out of 10. I'd recommend it if you're interested in this kind of plot, but if it doesn't sound interesting to you, then, well, I'd just say ignore it. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, why don't you check out some of my other videos? I've got a review for Not Biori, that was the last anime review I did before this one. So check that out, or heck, check out my Mighty No. 9 review. I think it's actually one of my favorite videos I've ever made, so, check that out. And, I guess I'll be seeing you guys soon, so see you in the next video. Bye.